It's wonderful to be here. I've been looking forward to today for so long. I can't believe the day's finally arrived. And I've got so many things to show you and to talk to you about. And I'm going to begin by trying to talk about and remember what it was like to be your age. How old are you? 7 and 8. Well, that was a long time ago for me. But when I was your age, what do you think I liked best at school? What do you reckon? Painting, absolutely right. That's the correct answer. I drew and painted all the time, even when I wasn't supposed to be drawing and painting. I used to get into a lot of trouble from my teachers. Even if it was maths or science or history, whatever subject, I would be drawing at the back of the class, sometimes dinosaurs, sometimes trains. And I never stopped drawing. I kept on drawing all the time. Now, when I was about your age, I entered a competition. Who watches Blue Peter? Anybody here watch Blue Peter? Excellent. I used to love that program when I was little. And I entered a Blue Peter competition. I didn't win it. It was called Design a Train of the Future competition. And I sent off a picture of a train. And although I didn't win it, I did get a letter. And I also got, if I look in my pocket, down here, a Blue Peter badge, which I was very excited to get. It's falling to pieces now. It's lost the pin from the back. Otherwise, I'd have it on my jacket. But I've kept it all these years. And it made me think that maybe my pictures weren't so bad. Maybe I could be an artist when I grew up. So I kept on drawing even though I was getting told off at school. And I remember one Christmas my parents gave me a wonderful present. It was a big wooden box which my dad had made. I've still got the box. And it was filled with paints and pencils, crayons, paper, transfers, stencils, everything an artist could want. And I used that all the time to do lots more drawing and painting. Eventually I left school. Hurrah! No, I quite like school, really. But then I went to a different sort of school. I went to an art school. And guess what I did there all day? Painting and drawing. Only I didn't get told off anymore because that was what I was supposed to be doing. And while I was there, I wrote a story. Now, when I was your age at school, I found reading and writing quite hard. And I loved looking at books because I liked looking at pictures to begin with. But later on, I started to enjoy words as well. And that's when I wrote this first book. It's all about a little girl called Katie, who goes to a gallery with her grandma. And when grandma falls asleep, Katie goes to look at the pictures. And when she looks at the pictures, she sees a sign. And the sign says, "Please do not touch." Well, Katie can't resist. She does touch. And what do you think happens when she touches the paintings?
She goes in the painting.
She goes in the painting. Of course she does, because they're magic paintings. And she climbs right inside and starts having adventures. These are the very first drawings I did for the book. They're not very good. I didn't think it would ever be turned into a real book, but it did. It became my first ever book, which is this one, Katie's Picture Show. And after doing the first story about Katie, I started doing lots more stories about her. And I always begin the same way, by doing lots of practice drawings, like the ones in here. So I practice the painting. I practice all the pages in tiny little drawings like this. And I practice the words. And eventually, when I get it right, it gets turned into a real book.